welcome back at ang ating pag-uusapan ngayon ay tungkol sa AK-47, the deadliest weapon ever built on earth. Yan ang tawag nila sa AK-47, assault rifle. Sino ba nakagawa niya, nakaimbento niyan ng tinatawag nilang the world deadliest weapon ever built? One of the world's reliable firearm, AK-47 assault rifle. Okay, AK-47. AK-47, also called Kalashnikov Model 1947, a Soviet assault rifle, possibly the most widely used shoulder weapon in the world. The initials AK represent Automat Kalashnikova, Russian for automatic Kalashnikov, for its designer Mikhail Kalashnikov, who designed the accepted version of the weapon in 1947. Ayun, yung palang AK ay automatic Kalashnikov, AK in English. Yung pala ang katumbas nun, AK. So, A for automatic, K for Kalashnikov, 47 for 1947, kaya AK-47. Now, who invented AK-47 weapon? The inventor of this weapon is Mikhail Kalashnikov, a Russian Lieutenant General small arms designer. He was born on November 10, 1919 at Kuria, Altai Governorate, Russian state. But he was died last December 23, 2013 at the age of 94 at Udmurtia, Russia. He is also known as a designer of the AK-47, AK-74, and RPK. Alam nyo, mayroong magandang sinabi si Kalashnikov na gusto kong ibahagi sa inyo dahil nasisisi siya ng iba dahil sa yung kanyang naging imbensyon naging dahilan ng pagkamatay ng napakaraming tao. Dahil sa kulang na lang ituring na weapon of mass destruction itong kanyang naimbento na AK-47. Pero alam nyo, sabi niya, the fact that people die because of an AK-47 is not because of the designer, but because of politics. Di po ba ang ganda? Ito yung larawan ni Mikhail Kalashnikov nung siya ay bata pa, yung sa left side. Ito namang sa right side ay medyo may edad na o may gulang na siya dyan. And like what have been mentioned earlier, Lieutenant General Kalashnikov is a Russian military. He is a doctor of technical sciences, and despite estimates that there are around 100 million AK-47 assault rifles in circulation, General Kalashnikov claims that he himself has made no money from the sale of these weapons and that he only receives a meager state pension. Okay, now, what was the reason behind why was the AK-47 invented? The AK-47 was designed to be a simple, reliable, fully automatic rifle that could be manufactured quickly and cheaply using mass production methods that were state-of-the-art in the Soviet Union during the late 1940s. AK-47 inventor Mikhail Kalashnikov dies. Moscow. Mikhail Kalashnikov, whose work as a weapons designer for the Soviet Union is immortalized in the name of the world's most popular firearm. Yun pala dahilan kaya ginawa. Maging simple, yung reliable na fully automatic siya na madaling i-manufacture, tapos mura pa, kailangan ng mass production. Yun ang naging unang idea sa paggawa nitong AK-47 na ang nag-design nga ay si Kalashnikov. Patay na si Kalashnikov pero namamalagi siyang buhay dahil dun sa kanyang imbensyon na AK-47 na hanggang ngayon ay pinakikinabangan. Ang taguri nga sa kanya ang ama ng AK-47, the father of AK-47, none other than Mikhail Kalashnikov. Sipin nyo yan. Ngayon, pag-usapan natin ang mismong armas na AK-47. How big is AK-47? The AK-47 has a 41.5 cm, 16.3 inches barrel and a 378 mm, 14.88 inches sight radius. The AK-47 uses a notched rear tangent iron sight. It is adjustable and is calibrated in hundreds from 100 to 800 meters, 100 to 1,000 meters for AKM models. The front sight is a post adjustable for elevation in the field. Yan ang sukat ng kanyang barrel, 41.5 cm at saka yung kanyang sight radius na 378 mm. Ito yung iba't ibang parts ng AK-47 assault rifle. Yan ang iba't ibang sukat niya o iba't ibang parts niya. Napakaganda nitong AK-47 assault rifle. Handy at napakaganda. Now, AK-47, almost from the moment of its official adoption by the Soviet military in 1949, the AK-47 was recognized as being simple to operate. I repeat, being simple to operate, rugged, reliable under trying conditions, and amenable to mass production. Built around a 7.62 mm round with a muzzle velocity of some 700 meters per second, it had a cyclic firing rate of 600 rounds per minute and was capable of both semi-automatic and automatic fire. Also, a long curved box magazine held 30 rounds, and a separate gas return tube above the barrel held a piston that was forced back upon firing to activate the mechanisms that ejected the spent cartridge and cut the hammer for the next round. The AK-47 was manufactured in two basic designs, one with a wooden stock and the other, designated the AKS, with a folding metal stock. Beginning in 1959, the AK-47 was replaced in first-line Soviet service by the AKM, a modernized version fitted with longer range sights and cheaper mass-produced parts, including a stump sheet, metals receiver, and a plywood buttstock and forward grip. And this is also what others commonly ask. Is AK-47 the most powerful gun? The AK-47 is the deadliest weapon ever built on the whole. Why? Because its skill count even tops nuclear weapons in sheer numbers. But the first AK-47s were very heavy and weren't really built for aiming. Now, how powerful is AK-47? AK-47 has a muzzle velocity of about 700 meters per second, can fire 600 rounds per minute at the cyclic rate, and hold a 30-round magazine of 7.62 mm ammunition. Kaya pala binansagan na the deadliest weapon on earth ever built, yung AK-47. Kalain nyo, sabi kanina its kill count even tops nuclear weapons in sheer numbers. Yung palang dami nung namatay o namatay dahil sa AK-47, napakarami. Kaya deadliest weapon on earth ever built, sabi nila. Ayan, binanggit din kanina. Kalain ninyo, 600 rounds per minute at the cyclic rate, 700 meters per second, yung muzzle velocity, matindi. Now, another common questions, is AK-47 the best gun in the world? A serious classic. The AK-47 is known as one of the world's most reliable firearm. In fact, because of its legendary reliability, it has become so popular that it's being produced in well over 100 different countries. Now, which country has most AK-47? Where are they made? While more than 20 countries currently produce the AK-47, China is the world's largest producer of them. Russia has no longer makes the weapon because Russia has large stockpiles of AK-47. Napansin nyo ba? One of the world's reliable firearm ang AK-47. Ganyan kaganda ang AK-47. Sipin ninyo. Tsaka napakaraming gumagawa nito. China pa lang ang napakaraming ginagawa ngayon. Gumagawa ng AK-47. Ang Russia, napakarami nilang stock na AK-47. Is an AK-47 worth it? However, the AK-47 remains a reliably accurate rifle when you're not on extended distances from your target. A semi-auto AK-47 has an effective range of 300 to 400 yards, and a good marksman can take this rugged rifle to the full limits of its accuracy. Is an AK-47 good for home defense? Like any firearm, it is not ideal for everything, but the modern semi-automatic AK pattern rifle makes for a good house and truck gun. No, it isn't the best choice for use in thin-walled apartments, and yes, some will still stand by their sidearms as the masters of indoor defensive shooting. Yan, makikita natin ang ilang mga larawan ng AK-47 firearm. Another question is, what damage can an AK-47 do? For instance, if an AK-47 round of 7.62mm diameter at its widest point passes cleanly through a target, it will leave around 7.62mm hole, permanent cavity. If this hole goes through a vital structure in the body, then the wound can be fatal. Matindi pala itong AK-47. It will leave around 7.62mm hole, a permanent cavity. Sipin ninyo yan. And what kind of ammo does AK-47 use? The 7.62 by 39mm rounds. The AK-47 fires 7.62mm diameter bullets using a 39mm long cartridge, usually referred to as 7.62 by 39mm rounds. Yan pala yan. Yan pala yung ginagamit na ammunition ng AK-47. Assault rifle. Can AK-47 jump? Compared with other assault rifles, the AK-47 has generous clearance between its moving parts. That is bad for accuracy, but it means that the mechanism is unlikely to jump, no matter how clogged it gets with Sudanese sand or Nicaraguan mud. Tibay. Matibay pala itong AK-47 assault rifle. Ganyan kasi kakatibay. Ganda. Reliable na, maasahan pa, matibay pa. Saan ka pa? Kaya AK-47 is the best, sabi nga nung iba. Another thing, how fast is an AK-47 bullet? It's no surprise that bullets fired towards a target can easily destroy whatever they run into. A bullet from an AK-47 leaves the rifle traveling at over 1,500 miles per hour, 670 meters per second, about double the speed of sound. Sipin nyo. How long can AK-47 bullets last? All 7.62mm Kalashnikov assault rifles fire in either semi-automatic or automatic mode and have an effective range of up to 400 meters. A full cycle rate, they can fire about 600 rounds per minute, with a practical rate of about 100 rounds per minute fully automatic or 40 rounds per minute semi-automatic. And how far can AK-47 bullet travel? Around 300 meters. Projectile weight is normally 8 grams. The AK-47 and AKM with the 7.62 times 39mm cartridge have a maximum effective range of around 300 meters, 333 or 330 yards. Sipin nyo yung bala ng AK-47, di ba? Traveling at over 1,500 miles per hour, 670 meters per second, about double the speed of sound. Sipin nyo, yung rate of fire niya 600 rounds per minute, cyclic rate, maganda. Yan naman ay tinatanong ng iba, puputok ba ang AK-47 sa ilalim ng tubig? Can AK-47 shoot underwater? How firing an AK-47 underwater can actually make it work better? Enthusiast proves not only does weapon fire while submerged, it reloads faster. Submerging an AK-47 gun and firing it underwater appears to make it work better, according to high-speed footage. And how many rounds are in an AK-47 banana clip? AK-47 banana magazine usually hold 30 rounds, though other options are available like the Bulgarian 40-rounder, for instance. Nabayan pang isa kagandahan ng AK-47, nasa putik, pumuputok. Lupa, puputok. Sa ilalim ng tubig, ay mas maganda pa ang kanyang performance. It worked better, sabi nga nung iba. Tsaka, it reloads faster. Maisipin nyo, talaga napakaganda ng AK-47, di po ba? Ito naman ang itinatanong po ng iba, why was AK-47 so popular? Bakit daw sikat ito? It was designed for all-around ease of use. Easy to repair, easy to unjam, if it ever does, easy to maintain. If a round is chambered in an AK-47, chances are good that weapon is going to fire. His creation was so simple and dependable, ang AK-47. Kaya napakaganda po ng AK-47, madaling i-repair, madaling ayusin, madaling gamitin, pag nag-jam, madaling i-unjam, madaling i-maintain. Yan ang sinasabi ng iba. Yan ang katangiang taglay ng AK-47 ni Kalashnikov. Napakaganda. Now, why is AK-47 so powerful? While the AK-47's reasonable weight, comparative lack of recoil, intermediate rounds, and compact size, big plus for close quarters, urban warfare, and other situations in which a long barrel gets in an infantryman's way, were important qualities. What makes the weapon truly special is its simplicity and durability. Yun ang naging katangian ng AK-47, yung kanyang simplicity tsaka yung kanyang durability. And how many rounds AK-47 can fire? The standard magazine capacity is 30 rounds. There are also 10, 20, and 40 round box magazines as well as 75 round drum magazines. Gaano ba karami ang nagawang AK-47? Number of built, approximately 75 million. Sipin ninyo, meron pang 100 million. But as of now, although not unupdated, how many AK-47 are in circulation? From the book, The Story, AK-47, The Story of the People's Gun, Michael Hodges estimates that there are as many as 200 million Kalashnikov rifles in circulation worldwide. Equivalent of that is 1 for every 35 people. Ganyang karami ang nasa sirkulasyon sa buong mundo na AK-47. Sipin ninyo yan. Abay, sa sobrang ganda naman kasi ng armas na ito, madaling i-maintain, madaling i-repair, madaling i-unjam. Abay, hahangarin mo talagang magkaroon. Kahit siguro dito sa Pilipinas, kung mayroong ganyang available sa civilian, eh maraming kukuha. Dahil napakaganda niya ng AK-47. Now, why is the AK-47 so famous? The AK-47 and its derivatives deserve the title Weapon of the Century, at least in the early days of this epoch, because it is quite simply the most effective machine ever manufactured that allows a man, woman, or child to kill another human being with the least possible skill, training, effort, or expense. That's the reason behind why the AK-47 is so famous. Napakasikat. Napakaganda kasi ng AK-47 eh. Here is the another question. Why does the AK-47 have a curved magazine? Bakit nga naman, di ba? Banana kung tawagin, banana magazine pa. Why are gun magazines curved? It has to do with the way bullets and their cartridges naturally nest within the magazine. Cartridges that are even slightly conical in shape are not able to sit perfectly straight, as depicted in the diagram we mark up below or above. The AK-47 standard 30 round magazines have a pronounced curve that allows them to smoothly feed ammunition into the chamber. AK-47A for automatic, K for Kalashnikov, the inventor, 47 for the year it was accepted, developed, 1947, AK-47. Ngayon, magkano ba ang halaga ng isang AK-47? Na nagsasabi na mayroong makukuhang $350 to $700 noon, pero currently, parang ang presyo nito, $899 na. Once again, thank you very much for watching. God bless each and every one of us.